Good morning, everyone. It's still morning. I do not have my cup of coffee. I am done with coffee. Not to mention, we had our morning coffee chat this morning. I invite you to go check it out. It's a good one, I think. Consider this a bonus video because I just have to be this person. I just have got to get this out. I've tried to remain quiet about it, but I just cannot because it is not in my spirit and it's on my spirit to just talk about it. I want to talk about that Meghan Markle show from Meghan with Love. First of all, I think I'm something like 4 shows in. I like it. I do. I like the show. I like the fact that, first off, I love the support she's getting from Black women. And we know why she's getting this level of support because of the racism, the horrendous, hateful, insane amount of racism that she has gotten from white UK people and white Americans alike, because she married that white prince, and she is not what white women feel she should be. She's not serving, or she's entertaining, but she's not serving. And white women, especially racist white women, feel like Black women should be in a position of servitude, and if we're not, then that's a problem. Not to mention, she shattered their fairy tale when a Black woman, married this prince. So we know why she's getting all of the hate that she's getting. It's racism, So I love Black women for supporting her. I love that Black women are relating to the fact that we are in this restful period right now. And her show is literally just about being around the house, being a homemaker, doing things at a slow pace, an easy pace, and just having a soft life, because Black women deserve that too. So I love that Black women are bonding over that. I really do. Now, I'm going to tell you where I do take a little bit of issue with this show. I see all these Black women, and Black people, we spend the most amount of money. We just do. And we are running out, Black women, and spending money on Le Creuset. And as someone who counts herself a phenomenal cook, I am very knowledgeable when it comes to cookware, and that is a superior line of cookware. However, I think that it is not Black owned, and I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't remind you of all of the Black owned cookware companies that do not have this kind of marketing, do not have this kind of access, does not have this kind of capital, does not have this kind of recognition, and they are struggling. And if we don't support those brands, who will support those brands? Le Creuset, the last thing that they need is Black dollars. The last thing they need is Black dollars. They don't need our money. They don't. We can support Meghan Markle, and we can bond in a spirit of restfulness and easiness, without giving more of our money to people who are not investing back into our communities. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that you have to think the way that I do. I'm just giving you a different perspective of the matter. With that said, I would like to introduce you to some Black-owned cookware companies. The first one is Creuset. That is spelled Karibe. I believe that they are an African and Canadian company. And then there is Mercy Cookware. That's spelled Mersi. And then there is Estelle, Estell, colored glass. And then there is Goodee, Goodee. And then there is Lolly Ceramics, spelled Lolly. Then there is Effortless Composition. And then there is Denniston House, Denniston. And then there is Mi Cocina. And then that's spelled M-I space C-O-C-I-N-A. And then, of course, there is Aisha Curry Cookware. I did the work for you. I very seldom do that. There is a guide that you can find over on TikTok, or I believe that you can Google it, and it is called Shop the Hood. And then there's another guide called the Black Nile. I encourage you, Black people, to seek out Black alternatives, because if you've got the money for Le Creuset, you've got the money to pay for quality cookware, and there are Black-owned companies that also sell quality cookware. There's some that sells attainable cookware, meaning good and affordable, and then there are some that sells the pricier cookware, like Le Creuset. Le Creuset doesn't need Black dollars. They don't need us to save them. These companies that were started from the ground up by the blood, sweat, and tears of Black people are the ones that need our support. We can support Meghan Markle in all things Meghan Markle. We can bond over lemon cake and one-pot pasta dishes in pots and pans that were marketed and created by Blackness. And I'm just here to remind you of that. Meghan Markle doesn't own Le Creuset. Meghan Markle, we can support her. I'm not saying don't support Le Creuset. I'm just saying consider another option. Consider a Blacker option. If you're going to spend that kind of money, shouldn't we be spending it with Black people and keeping those dollars in Black communities and generating generational wealth for Black people, Black businesses? Our dollars should stay Black for as long as possible. And this is another way to do that. You have a good day. And if you would like to support the platform, I'll leave my Cash App and Venmo down in the comments. Have a righteous day, you all.